We are now live, gentlemen. We are now
Excellent.
live.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm looking
So
on Paranormal PhD. I don't see us live yet.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Is this going to show up on Facebook or is this going to be on YouTube?
This is going to be on YouTube. And
No wonder I'm not
then
seeing it.
I can take the link from this and put it onto the Paranormal PhD page on Facebook and share it that way.
Let's bring it up on the Facebook page if it's possible.
Okay. I can't get it onto Facebook yet. Once it pops up here, it just kind of lags a few minutes, and then it'll jump onto the live streams.
Okay. Hey, Jeff, give me a sound test.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Okay. Way better.
I'm just looking to see when it pops up, and then we can start talking about everything.
You know, this works out really good because I can't see what, so that works out great.
You're able to figure that out. Good. All right. Where is it? It's not showing up yet. It is here. Why is it?
See, this will be, if we get on Paranormal PhD, that'll be the one that we'll try to get our Facebook traffic driven to open up and get the
right
viewers.
It is not popping up yet like it did earlier. It was on all day. It says we are live right now, but I'm not seeing it on the page here so that we can talk to people and see what's going on. There we are. I got it. We're up finally, so we can show everybody what we're doing. Okay.
Are you on Paranormal?
We are. We are completely up right now on PhD, on the Paranormal PhD page. So now that it's working, we can do all of this. Okay. All right. So all the glitches out. Shall we introduce ourselves and explain what this is all about?
Are we on Paranormal PhD Facebook page live?
On YouTube. I will actually take this right now and copy it, and I will put it onto the Facebook page.
Okay.
So that people can get and see it there too. Dun, 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 dun. All right. It is up there. Posting. It won't let me feed to the page at this point. I'm waiting back to find out what's going on with that. But it is linked there right now so that people who see that will know that we are here on this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We have so much to talk about. I know. We have some things to share.
We do. Jeff, let's start with you. Tell the viewers who you are and what you're about.
My name is Jeffrey Byers. I own Creature Replica, the cryptid action figure toy company, along with Gene St. Jean and Craig Deere and Nick Epley. And I have spent the last 6 years doing cryptid type research and attending conferences and traveling with you, Russ, which has been some of the most fun I've had, and Bob. And I've been intrigued by the paranormal, and this is kind of my first, well, not my first, but seriously, publicly getting my toes wet.
Okay. I'm going to introduce myself real quick. I'm Russell Acord. I put on the International Bigfoot Conference in Kennewick, Washington over Labor Day each year, but this year we actually had to duck out due to the pandemic. So what we're doing here is we're going to showcase Dr. Rebecca Foster. And I know I've always had an interest in paranormal myself. And so the idea is to actually put the best talent we know in front of everybody and let you guys watch her work. Take it away, Dr. Foster.
Okay, so a lot of you guys who are watching would know who I am, Dr. Rebecca Foster, but hopefully a lot of you don't too. So we're three of us have been working together for a long time trying to figure out how to really make this work, not only for us as a show aspect, but for the audience. And because all three of us are people, we like interacting with an audience, period. And what better way to do that than on Paranormal PhD? So I don't know, how much do I give away? How much do I tell?
So I'll run with it just for a little bit. We're going to bring you, the audience, with us. A lot of times you'll see paranormal shows that are, you're seeing it after it's been edited and color treated and everything else. We're going to have you guys come with us right alongside the three of us, and we're going to go to a undisclosed location. We can't give it away, but let's just say it's a pretty dang good hot spot. And we're going to enter the facility, and we are going to watch real time, real live, and we'll be able to interact with you as the viewer with your questions, but we're going to interact and watch Dr. Foster do what she does. So you're not going to get any thrills, BS. This is the real deal, straight as it happens, when it happens. What we see, you guys will see.
We are going to have so much fun.
Yeah.
We are going to have so much fun because it's going to be people being able to see first person what we're doing and where we're doing it and how we're feeling it. And then to experience it not only from just a paranormal perspective, but also as I'm feeling it. And I don't think it's ever been done. And it's going to be so much fun to be able to have people who are right there with us in the chat rooms, live watching it and responding to us the entire time. And I know that paranormal shows have done live things before, like Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures, and they do their live specials. But this is the basis of our show, and we are going to interact consistently. We have people in the room that are going to be also posing what you're seeing and your questions, and it's going to be huge. But that's not even all of it. That isn't even all of it. It's so exciting to be able to, because if you've watched me, I love interacting and doing the readings and so forth. However, I like bringing my people that are interested in this. I like bringing everybody along when I'm doing little ghost hunts and little things, because especially now where everybody's cooped up, just to be able to go somewhere where you might not be able to get a plane ticket or even just afford a ticket, period. Maybe you're stuck at home babysitting or you can't get out, you're sick. So we are going to bring it to you guys live.
Jeff, we're making this thing different with respect that you're bringing some really, really great technology. Tell us a little bit about it, Jeff. I know that you're going to be working with whatever we have, the thermal imaging, the night vision, sound equipment, whatever we can get our hands on. We want you guys to see how it works. What is it that there was a screen, which is really exciting to watch, where if something is moving about the room, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the SLS, and I think anybody in paranormal knows what an SLS is, and it presents the figures that you can't see, well, you can and cannot see, that are within the room. And the thing that I love about it, I am not, see, when I use technology, when I'm reading in a paranormal investigative situation, it interferes with what I am hearing and seeing, because I will find myself starting to, oh, did you hear that? Oh, did you see? You know, I will start to rely on that technology. However, the cool thing is when someone else is running an SLS or other technologies and I'm able to do my thing, and I see a child standing next to me or someone is here by my left, that SLS can show people she actually is seeing something. It's showing up on SLS. And I like technologies because they can show people from that perspective what I am seeing, and it gives that foundation and that proof of what is actually there. I'm not just making up something to say that someone is standing there. And I've had experiences where I've had people on, you know, children sitting on my lap and under tables, and the SLS is accounting for everything that I'm pointing out. And so that's another thing that usually it's just me hanging out on a ghost hunt, or I'm live and I'm running the camera and the investigation at the same time. This is going to be different because all three of us will be wearing cameras and we will have someone in chat. So I don't have to worry about that. We're just going to have a lot going on, and it's going to be superbly fun. And we're going to run each show for 1 hour. It's going to be a 1 hour investigation. And I guess
What
if we
about a
choose
follow-up?
to, we're going to do a lot of follow-up. Yeah, if we end up going beyond that 1 hour,
Yeah.
We'll present that to you guys later. But
I'm going
so
to
what
ask
else
a
is
question that begs to be answered. So
the what?
Jeff has the SLS in his hands. He's got the camera, and you're watching the SLS with you in front of him, and you start reacting to something, and he's watching it, and we're not going to say anything. We're going to
No.
see what you're seeing, and you can just react to whatever you want to. So as a viewer, you're going to watch what Jeff is seeing on the SLS. But here's my question. If we hit that one hour mark and things are starting to get really, really heated up and wild, I'm going to tell you right now, and Jeff is going to go like this because I know he's going to be in, and I know that you're going to be in as well. If we're in the middle of something really amazing, we're not going to back out of there. We're going to take it and let it just, you guys will get live action happening real time. It doesn't get better than that.
No, absolutely doesn't. It doesn't. And I also want to point out too that at some point I will be blindfolded, so I won't know what is or where is. I will just be, right?
Hey, Jeff.
Yep. Yes.
This is our chance to bump her into a wall for all those ornery things she says to us.
I wouldn't do that for nothing. Not at all. Hey, you know what?
This is not a 50 Shades of Grey scenario. This is definitely paranormal. But I will be blindfolded. And at least for a little while, which will be even better, especially because it completely knocks out the senses. There are other techniques of things that we're going to use that I will be relying solely on my ability to hear and see things. And I can say that there are, you know, when energies will come to me, there's different planes that they will appear on. And some of them are right in front of me, and some of them are on a fifth dimension where they're in a different plane, and we kind of meet in the middle in a different aspect. And so having the blindfold on will bring a completely different perception from me. And I'm going to have to work myself through an establishment or a facility, wherever we're at, blindfolded based on what I'm seeing and what they're showing me. As long as you guys don't let me fall down some stairs, we're good. I should see them.
Jeff, I want you to kind of go over a little bit of this, but you have to, I'm having a hard time hearing you when you're talking, so you're gonna have to get closer to your microphone and really pipe it out there. What is it that's gonna make this, why, we're gonna do something at the end of this month, which should be fun. But where do we go from there? Why do we want customer involvement? Why do we want viewer involvement? Tell me how that piece of the puzzle works.
From a personal standpoint, like you guys, I've been in, well, life and not life and death, but I've been in intense situations with both you guys. One of the first times I saw Dr. Foster, she was in a courthouse or something, and she was talking about entities on a stair, and I was fascinated. And then after it was over, she went back and she showed pictures, and there were orbs. And how this ties into for me is I want to be, I wish I was there at that time. The fact that I will be, and the viewers will be, they'll be right there with us when she is having her activity, and we'll have the confirmation, the stuff that happens right there. That's what I wanted to be. When I was watching her, I wanted to be that. And now everybody with us is going to be that. They're going to see what's happening, even if she doesn't know we're seeing it. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there's multiple confirmations of things going on at the same time. It doesn't get any more exciting than that. You don't need. It's just going to be.
How do we involve, Jeff? How do we involve the viewers?
Now, I'm not sure how they're going to be able to. Are they going to be able to text us and stuff as we're going through, or are we just?
I'm talking about locations, future locations.
Oh, I know there are people out there that have. I mean, most people have they've seen a ghost or grandma seen this thing one time, but there are some people out there in some very intense locations. If they could, I don't know how they're going to contact us, but if they could send a Facebook little video telling us about their location
Page. Mm-hmm.
and yeah, if it's that intense, and not so much, they're having problems and they need help, but they have a very active area. I mean, there's continual intense activity, and they're willing to share it. By golly, we might just go there.
So to keep it more secure, we would prefer they go through Messenger instead of just writing it on the Facebook page, so that we can actually interact on a much more private level.
Yeah.
We don't want everybody's business out there for other people to see. That's got to be the private part of it. But then you will actually kind of go through those. One thing about you that I do understand is you can actually look up the address and get a little history on a building long before we ever get there, and see maybe what year it was built, and see if it was something that actually matches a timeline era that might have activity that we're looking for. So if this is going to be interesting, it's going to be kind of a wild ride.
I've had a little bit of experience with genealogy, and my favorite instance was when I did title work. I did some real estate work for a person that talked about the ghost of, and I won't use the actual name, we'll just say Jack, the ghost of Grandpa Jack. And everybody's seen it, and they knew what he did, and they didn't have any Jacks in the family. I did the title work, and I went back, it was a little over 100 years, and I found Jack in the chain of title. They didn't know there was a Jack in the chain of title. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But at that time, I didn't know there was something cool like this where we could apply it. I thought, holy cow, I just found Jack. But one of the fun parts.
What do you think about that, Dr. Foster?
I'm all for it. I can't wait. I am more than excited. I know that there are people out there that want to share their stories, or even, just to have some form of a confirmation, or to find out that they're safe, even to have something removed from their home, to be able to go in and be helpful, and not just, we have fun. The three of us have a lot of fun together. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes down to families whose children are being traumatized and can't sleep, and things are happening with the home that are scary, the things that I want to go in and I want to see what we can do as a group, and help those families out, and go places too that maybe there's just a historical value to it that we want to find out what's there or who's still there. And we're going to go to these homes, and we're going to go to these places. So we want those stories. And essentially what we had talked about was all those will come in, and your stories, and we will of course verify them, but they will be unbeknownst to me. So if we have 20 videos, 30 videos that come in, we're gonna look at them as a group and decide, you know, is this where we want to go? Is this something we want to investigate? And then you guys will choose which one, and I will not know where we are going. So when we get there, we will be showing up at your front door, and I will not know who or where or what. And when I get there, it's going to be completely clean for me without any information. You know, Russell and Jeff, you guys are going to be the only ones who know.
Yeah, the thing is, as a homeowner, Jeff and I will make contact with you. We'll discuss it. We'll give you the parameters of how we can get in and out of the building. One homeowner has to be there and present, and we will decide how we can come in, and might even come and see you prior to the three of us showing up. We're not going to just randomly show up at your door.
Right.
But we'll work that out, and then you'll know ahead of time, hey, they're coming to my place, and we're going to get some of this stuff sorted out. If you've got things that are preventing you from getting good, adequate rest, or if there's a fear factor in there, and Dr. Foster can actually help you escort you through that process and clean some things up for you, that would be ideal. That's what we're looking for, is to see what's out there, validate what she does, and give you guys some closure. So this is exciting stuff.
Hey, Russ, I think it might be important one more time to stress the privacy, because it'll be whatever level of privacy that the person wants. I mean, if they want complete and total anonymity, they just need help, then that's what it'll be.
I agree.
So
yeah, the one thing we will never do is I don't want to show the front of your house, and I certainly would never want to show the numbers on the front of your house and have you recognized that way. We have to give you your privacy, absolutely.
Everybody.
One of the other things that we want to look into.
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Everybody is seized
Are you
up.
there? I can see you. Uh-oh.
Are you guys there?
Oh,
Yes,
look, she
he's
came
up.
back in a different place. Okay. She keeps. See, that's what you get when you deal with Dr. Foster. She comes and she goes. But if we're able to keep this thing going live, oh look, she's back.
Everything's seized up.
This is like Hollywood Squares.
it is.
Well, first you seized up, and then Jeff was gone, and then all of a sudden I was like, I'm the only one moving, and then nobody could hear me. So it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. Well, we were actually going through the privacy portion of it, where we would never show your house numbers.
Correct.
We want to keep your location. Personally, we need to keep that very, very private. We don't want that to get out. That's your sanctuary. That's where you belong.
To show face.
And secondly, we can't have a lot of people in the house.
Mm-mm.
The thing that we have when we go to these places will be one person per location, because you can't get a lot of signals coming in to Dr. Foster where she's picking up anxiety from the pets and agitation with the kids that are there that are making noise, or kids that are wanting mom and dad's attention. It has to be very, very private setting, one owner, and that's it. And the other thing is we don't want to have young minors on our camera.
Correct.
Anybody that's just, especially for your privacy and for ours too. We have a policy not to put anybody on screen that's not, doesn't belong there. So, but Jeff and I will get all that worked out. When she comes into that location, she will literally be coming in blind.
Yes. And
she'll be able to feel what she feels and give you the information that she's getting advised prior to walking into the building.
Yes, exactly. I think that's the biggest part. And what you had said too, I don't know if I was clear on that, but if there are people who want to remain anonymous, that's just simply something also where you do not have to be on camera. That would be completely received.
Oh, good point.
Mm-hmm. So they can hear you or whatever, and nobody's going to pick you out. If we're not.
So what's our date?
May.
When are we breaking ground, man? When are we going to go live with when are we actually going to be walking through the front doors of where we want to show you what we're about?
May 30th.
Nice.
Yes. May 30th. It can't get here.
Are you ready, Jeff?
I was born ready.
Oh,
Is that? Yeah, no, no.
how original.
I'm mentally prepared.
Excellent.
So excited.
So
Okay, so for you guys in YouTube land and Facebook land, once we get this, we will let you know when we're going to go live, but we're going to be announcing this throughout the month. Tell your friends. This is a chance for you guys to get to see something live as it happens, when it happens.
Yes.
Jeff, I can't wait to be working in the field with you in this capacity. I know you're pretty solid. And Dr. Foster, I can't wait to see you work.
I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. I'm so excited. It can't get here fast enough. And I just can't wait to present everything to everyone. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun.
Hey, who's going to protect me? What happens if I'm the one who gets scared and I run out and scream?
It won't happen. It won't happen. That will be
not
me.
gonna happen.
But if I'm blindfolded, it's that much better because I can't tell, if it's really dark or not. And I think I'm more brave if I am wearing a blindfold. So we'll just see what happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, one more thing I need to say, Dr. Foster. I don't know, for the people watching this that haven't followed you, you are an extraordinarily gifted human. I say medic or whatever. Your gifts are astounding, and your heart is pure. And this is a trusting, loving type of situation. I know it might sound corny, but that's the only way I'm involved.
Yeah.
And I trust both of you completely.
That's
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
It sounded corny.
No, and I'm glad I have two strapping gentlemen to make sure that I'm safe and that I don't get hurt. Hobgoblins get me. I'm good. I'm good with that.
Strapping gentlemen, Jeff, we've been replaced.
We'll introduce them next week.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Strapping.
Perfect.
You may probably want to strap me to you so I don't run away. Good luck.
Yeah, it's all good. You won't. And if you tried to run away, I'm sure we can outrun you. So
Easily.
That's true. I'm not going to argue. That's 100% true.
Awesome. So I'm excited.
Well,
I'm excited. Get this out there. Waiting to receive videos from people. I'm happy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Jeff Byers with Creature Replica, Dr. Rebecca Foster from Paranormal PhD. I'm going to let you wind this one down, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes. See you guys soon. I can't. It isn't going to be here fast enough. I'll see you guys May 30th. I'm looking forward to it. Take care, guys.
May 30th. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
How do you hang this thing up?